I'm to blame for Lilly changing their pens, and for that, I humbly apologise. Hi, welcome to my Mounjaro Diaries. Coming up, a bit of an update, something I'd like your help with, exploring some YouTube features, an update on what I plan to do about Wegovy content and the Wegovy calculator, some information about the updated Mounjaro pens, some weird side effects I want to discuss, a humble apology from myself, and an update on whatever videos I've got coming up. But first, as usual, an update. I'm now in week 46 of my Mounjaro journey. I've taken 65 injections. That doesn't add up, obviously, because I've been taking every 5 days for quite a while now. Weight loss wise, I just weighed in and I've hit 14 stone 10. This number, I can't bother calculating it just now. Which means in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've kind of hovered around the same weight. I've lost a pound last week. So what I kind of expect at this stage. And from today, I hope to do something about that. First, I want to talk about a new feature that YouTube have got, and I want to do a little bit of an experiment. I want your help doing a little bit of an experiment. YouTube added a feature called Hype recently, which is kind of like Plus, and it's apparently aimed at small creators like myself. What I'd like you to do, I've got a little video showing it here. If you decide to like the video, you might see this option to hype. What I'd ask, if you don't mind, if you press the hype and let me know that you've done it in the comments. I want to have a view of kind of the difference hype makes. There's a top 100 hyped videos on YouTube, and I kind of want to see how easy or difficult it is to get on that list and what difference it makes to how many views the video gets. If you don't mind, if you like and you get the option to hype, let me know. Actually, if you like and don't get the option to hype, let me know that too. Thanks. On to Wegovy content. I've been having quite a lot of requests recently about doing some content on Wegovy. I've explained before, I'm reluctant, and my reluctance comes from the fact that everything I know about Mounjaro comes from direct experience, first-hand experience. I've been taking Mounjaro now for 10 months, and I've done a lot of research, looked into it a lot, and I have the pens and I figure things out and then I talk to you about them. I don't have that luxury with Wegovy. However, as I explained in the last video, I decided I would look for that information. I would put a request out there for anyone that's been short dosing on Wegovy, found someone, and I've asked them to send me a pen, and I'll be able to at least have a pen that I can do a video. So I've decided I'm going to look into it, I'm going to put some content together, and I'm going to do a video on using Wegovy or the Wegovy pens. I don't know how detailed I'll be able to make it yet, but hopefully it will be information on how to use the pen, information on short dosing, information on the golden dose, which I don't think there is on a Wegovy pen, and also I'll look into producing a calculator, a Wegovy version of the calculator. Again, I'll ask the question, if you're on Wegovy and you've been short dosing, then if you could let me know in the comments so that we can get in touch, because I still have some questions unanswered. And then onto the calculator. Once I've collated all the information, once I feel that my information is reliable, which is the most important thing for me, I will do a version of the calculator for Wegovy. Expect disclaimers, because I will be very, very upfront about the fact that this comes from no direct experience and only comes from information I've been able to glean from the internet. But maybe this week, probably the week after, I'll have that video and the calculator. It'll probably be 2 videos, one the pen information and one the instructions for the video. But give me a couple of weeks and we'll have that for you. If you have any particular requests for information about Wegovy, let me know in the comments so that I can include it. Obviously, there are new pens coming from Lilly, new Mounjaro pens, having removed the golden dose. I found finally, I've been very quiet about it because I kind of don't trust information that you see online. And I said last week I was waiting until Lilly actually made an announcement. Lilly have made an announcement, and I found this news story which gave some information, and some information, some particular information I want to talk about. It was the first not photograph of the pens, but diagram of the pens, and you can actually see the pens are physically a different size. So the capsule with the liquid in it is smaller, meaning it definitely has less liquid in it. But you also can see from the diagram, it will have some priming fluid. The other thing that's interesting in the news story, if you look at this bit, it actually says, whilst the pens have been agreed, there's no timeline. So I still believe it's going to be a while before we see these pens. Last week, in my last week's video, I got a comment from someone who said they've ordered the pen, they got the new pen, and it was the pen without the 5th dose. I looked for some clarification. I've asked them some questions about what makes them think it doesn't have the 5th dose, because I don't think these pens are out. If you are that person, contact me in the comments or reply to the previous comments. I don't know if all they've done is they've read where it says 4 doses of 0.6, which has always been on the pens. Could be, but I'd be very surprised if those pens are out. I wanted to wait to do this video because I've got a pen arriving. I hoped it would be here today. It's not arrived. I don't think it'll arrive before I post this video. I think it'll be a normal pen. Maybe not. On to some weird side effects. I say side effects, I don't know if they're side effects. I wanted to ask you guys if you've had either of these, because I've had them for a while, and I'm kind of beginning to wonder whether they're actually Mounjaro side effects. Firstly, my sinuses or ears. This here, that sniff, is a kind of habitual thing that I've had to edit out all my videos because I do it almost constantly. And it's because my ears, the only way I can describe it is they build up pressure like they would if you were on a flight. I begin to feel the pressure building, like they need to pop, and I can hear my voice louder and louder. I hear it right now. I'll try and simulate on the audio of hear what it sounds like. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'll try it. It doesn't clear unless I sniff or equalise the pressure. I've seen some stuff about ear popping. My ears don't pop. I actually have to intervene. But I wonder if anyone else has been getting that on Mounjaro. I'm relatively sure this has been an issue that I've had since before I started Mounjaro, but I'm not certain. And even if it is, it's definitely getting worse. So if anyone's experiencing that, let me know. The other thing I've been finding is I've been finding my ab muscles have been quite sore. I had explained that away by the fact I've been doing quite a lot of core work, but I'm now beginning to wonder that the pain doesn't feel like exercise pain. It doesn't feel like the kind of pain you get when you're doing a lot of core work. I'm beginning to think of it as I'm beginning to wonder whether it's 65 injections in my stomach that are in some way affecting my ab muscles. So I wanted to ask, for anyone who has only ever injected in the same place, doesn't matter where it is, whether it's your arm, your leg, or your stomach area, have you experienced any muscular pain? Not skin pain, it's definitely a muscular pain. When I'm climbing and I exert my core, I feel this pain, and I'm just wondering if anyone else has had that. If you have, let me know in the comments. I've done some research into it. I haven't really found anything about it. Finally, on to the apology. I had some comments on the last video that made me realise that I'm to blame for Lilly changing their pens, and for that, I humbly apologise.
What are you doing?
Hey.
Who are you speaking to?
My YouTube subscribers. I'm apologising for the golden dose issue, the pen redesigns.
What? You caused it? How?
Well, I keep talking about it online.
How many subscribers do you have?
12,000, 12,500 nearly.
And you think that's enough to make a multi-billion-dollar corporation invest probably millions redesigning one of the products?
Probably not. No, not really.
And are you the only one that talks about it?
No, certainly. Lots of people talk about it.
Are you even the loudest voice?
No, I don't think I'm the loudest. I don't think 12,500 subscribers is particularly many.
Don't be an idiot. Get back to work, and remember, the work is mysterious and important.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Milkshake. Sorry about that, folks. I felt like I needed to have some fun with this because I I have had comments blaming me single-handedly for getting Eli Lilly to redesign their pens. Pens which have been in use for years. A pen design which has been in use for years for not only Mounjaro but for things like insulin. A little idiot on YouTube who has a few videos and 12,000 subscribers only recently is apparently enough to get a multi-billion-dollar company to change its design. It's ludicrous and I'm not really apologising for it because I don't think it's the case. Hey, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments, but I'm not going to shut up about it. I feel like this fifth dose has been there from the beginning. When I started looking at Mounjaro, I saw it everywhere. I'm getting comments from people who said they've never heard of it, and all I can say is these people clearly don't do the amount of research I do, because the fifth dose is one of the first things I found. So sorry not sorry, I guess. Anyway, so what videos are coming next? I have all the data from the video I did a few weeks, all the data on issues, side effects, problems that people have had, and I've got all the data from the survey, which I'll close now, and I'll take all that information, collate it, see what information it's giving, and I'll do a video about that. Watch out for both of those in the next few weeks. I'm just finishing off my 4 weeks of using this thing, the continuous glucose monitor. It's been interesting, and I'm probably not going to do a fast now before this runs out. This runs out in, I think, 3 days, and then I'll put all the information together and I'll give you a video on that. I've finally started editing my 7-day water fast video. I don't know why it's taken me so long, but that'll be out in the next few weeks as well, if you're interested. Obviously, as I mentioned, I'll have the one big Wegovy video and the video about the calculator. And I'll also do a video about P90X, which will hopefully be one of those videos that crosses the interest gulf, and a lot of the climbers will also be interested in. But if there's any, as usual, if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, anything else you'd like me to do a video about, then let me know in the comments. If you like this video, then don't forget to smash that like button. And if you get the option to hype, click hype and let me know. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, then consider subscribing, and don't forget to ring the bell so that YouTube tells you I've published a new video. I've been Gordon, Fat Old Climber. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.